Okay, everybody, my name is Jesse Reagan. Welcome. So, first of all, I want you to take 30 seconds and invite your team here, quick. We are starting. So invite your team here. They will be glad. Trust me. Invite them, invite. Get people to this webinar right now. We have a lot of awesome stuff we're going over here, you guys. So invite people. I'm going to start now. So get everybody over here. And I guess, Stephanie, also give me the heads up. Everything looks good. We are good to go. Then let's begin. So I'm just going to start and we'll screen share. One second. Yeah, we got people coming on. I am pumped. So let me know you're here too. So we can see my screen. We look good. Everything looks good to go. And this is, I'm going to hide this part. How to attract your tribe without ever messaging a stranger. So if you are a Beachbody coach looking to change your business up, looking for a new way to do things, you are in the right place. So let's get started, you guys. Remember, get everybody here. And I'm going to talk about what my goal here is for you, what my big promise is. So I, Jesse Reagan, promise to you that you will see real examples of real social team builder members using only my system on Facebook and see exactly how attracting your tribe will explode your business starting today without you having any experience at all. I love working with people that say, I hate technology, blah, blah. I love working with people like that. I will show you how to get it done. I will show you what this means. So the results you are going to see here were all implemented leveraging what these people, the members of Social Team Builder, have learned. So let's talk about who this is for. It's really two types of coaches that this is for. The first is the brand new coach who probably doesn't, wants to hit the ground running, may or may not have upline support, just ready to rock. The second is the coach that's been around a while. The one that maybe feels stuck. Maybe she did have some success, but it is stuck. And honestly, if you're feeling stuck right now, maybe you don't know how to find your tribe. Maybe you feel kind of gross salesperson. You're chasing people and you don't have any idea what the next step is. Well, I'm here to tell you that's okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Maybe you don't have that type of support, or maybe you're just given the wrong direction. But I'm here to show you guys, I'm here to show you a new way to do things that is 10 times more enjoyable and 10 times more effective. Check this out. I know you have a dream to build your tribe, to change lives, and to build your empire. I'm going to show you how to get that done today. Like all of these people, you would not believe how many success stories we have with people that have sold their first challenge pack, or someone like Natasha you're going to find out today who hit Success Club 86, I believe. We have every type of success story, tons and tons and tons of them. You can do this too. I'm going to show you a new way to get this done, leveraging the biggest platform in the world, Facebook. So stay to the end. Who here would like a free download, a free storytelling template just to help you share your story and to get more engagement? Who's interested in that? So stick around till the end. I will show you how to get that. Oh, by the way, we are giving away $1,000 cash. So make sure that you are heard here. Make sure we know you're here. I'm assuming you are interested in $1,000 cash. So absolutely, I'm going to pick one person just for showing up. No obligations, nothing. Just for showing up, just for being here. As my thank you, $1,000 cash. So next, please turn off everything. Turn off your phone. Turn off, lock yourself away for like an hour. Give me an hour. And I promise you, it's going to be worth it. So really pay attention. Don't be browsing around. Pay attention here. We are live. We are I'm going to show you some really awesome stuff. So let's talk about what the biggest challenge is here. As we know, in network marketing, you need to meet new people all the time. So what happens when your warm market starts to dry up, or what happens if you really don't even have a warm market at all? How do you connect with 3 to 5 new people every day to keep your momentum rolling? How do you get more conversations than you know what to do with? That's the goal here. And get it with people that are actually interested in what you have to talk about and what you're here for, what you're offering. How do you find that? So quickly, who the heck am I? Right, my name is Jesse Reagan. I run a site called Social Team Builder. But why is that what does that mean for you? Why is that important for you? Because I've worked with over 5,000 Beachbody coaches now. Over 5,000 Beachbody coaches. We know what works, you guys. This is proven. This is not theoretical. We've proven it over and over and over again. If you take the time, you can find your tribe and you can build an empire. You can build your business. So what are the big 3 secrets about building Facebook or leveraging Facebook with relationship marketing? Well, the first is it's very easy to make a Facebook like page become super successful when following a proven system. Again, it has to be proven. Other people have to have been there, done that with this. It has to be duplicatable. You should only be talking to people that want to learn what you have to offer. So basically the whole thing is never be chasing people, only attracting them. We have a saying in Social Team Builder, I don't chase, I attract. That's what this is about here. And you can build your empire and you can attract people all day long for as little as $1 per ad. So anything is possible. Of course, we have to do this friendly disclaimer. Facebook marketing takes hard work of both investment of your time and your money. You have to follow a system that has worked for others and see it through. I am not a Beachbody coach. I do not work for Beachbody or Facebook or any other company. This training is 100% independent, not endorsed by any third-party company. The examples you are about to see are shown are individual examples of people that have applied the system I'm about to share with you. But as you know, real results only happen to those that are willing to invest time and money into their business. So how did we get here? So I'm going to quickly go through this, and I'm going to make sure that you understand where this began. So my wife, this is my beautiful wife, Sarah. You may have saw her on the day 7 part of the training. She has a wonderful page. You can see here over 100,000 followers now. And what happened was she was friends with a lot of Beachbody coaches, and they're like, how did you get such an awesome page? How does your page get such crazy engagement? Because most of the pages we looked at that were coaches did not have good Facebook pages. And they were wondering, how did you do this? So she's like, well, my husband runs my page. He does all this stuff. So we started working together with lots of coaches, and the rest has been kind of history. 7 launches later and 5,000 coaches later, this thing is kind of taken off, and the coaches absolutely embrace this as their own. But I'm here to tell you guys, the fan page struggle is super common. A lot of people, and maybe it's you right now listening, are terrified to transition from their personal page to a like page. Like when I was in Boston at the Super Saturday, a lot of people get hung up on engagement versus results, ego versus feeding your ego versus feeding your bank account. And I'm here to show you how to feed your bank account. And that's where the like page comes in. You are not alone in struggling to find the right people to connect with. Again, this is not your fault if you've never been shown how to do this, all right? So it's not your fault. Most people, as in almost everyone, struggles with this. So don't feel bad. You're not alone, but there is a much, much better way. What I'm about to show you is what happens when people have applied the Social Team Builder system that is focused on pure attraction marketing, simply based on them being themselves. The results you're about to see are 100% from following the system that you're going to have full access to. So again, here's just some examples. We recommend one of them is just like sharing other posts that people like, sharing viral posts and things like that. How would you like to have 1,200 reactions, 1,200 people liking, hearting, reacting to your posts, commenting on things for something else that you shared? How would you like to have that many new people to connect with? That is possible. How would you like to, somebody was posting the other day when we went live asking about workouts and stuff, going live with workouts. There is a right and a wrong way to leverage your workouts, you guys. You can leverage your workouts. My wife does it very well. But check this out. She does personal coaching, right? So she does a lot of high-end coaching. She works with people one-on-one. It's more expensive. She got 16 link clicks going to her site for free. This is all organic. 48,000 people saw it, all organic. How would you like to have people, checking out your site, checking out what you're doing for free? That's what's possible here when you find your tribe. That's what's possible here when you're being real. And that's what you're going to learn. My wife talks about digestion, pooping, things like that. Guess what? She gets crazy engagement because of it. And you're going to find these examples. But look at this, you guys. These are real people commenting, sharing their story, sharing what's going on. Oh, I think there might be quite a few people out there that might have some digestive problems. And yeah, maybe sharing her story has helped a lot of people out there. You can do this too. You can position yourself in a way that's as not as a guru, but as someone who's going on the journey. And that's what this is about here. And we have actually had, and I wanted to share this, we have actually had in every round of training, posts go viral. Now, I can't guarantee a viral post at all, but we've had in every round of training, posts go viral. And there's Stephanie Kathman. She helps out tremendously in the training. We now have a section inside of Social Team Builder just for a viral post because we've had so many in the last round go viral of like crazy amounts of comments, like thousands and thousands of comments. I mean, look at these, 500,000 shares, 3 million views. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And yes, this training is absolutely recommended by many, many top coaches in previous events, reviews. There's Jessica Pasola, amazing. I'm actually speaking at her event in January for the Super Saturday in Minneapolis. I'm really excited for that. Jen Richardson, Angie Bellamere. You guys probably know Angie. She just recommended it. Mindy Wender, Bonnie Engel. She's going to be taking the training. She's coming in. She recommends it to her team. I'm just really excited to have you guys. And if you're part of her team, welcome to this event. I am super pumped to be here. So who wants to see more success stories? Who wants to get at this? Let me know. Let me know. Stephanie, are people excited here? Are people pumped up?
Yes, there are comments rolling in, which is amazing.
Okay, so you guys ready to see some more stuff? Because I you know what? It's way more important to hear it from other coaches than from me. I can sit there and try to pat myself on the back all day, but that really doesn't mean anything to you. What you're looking for is why is this important to you? What's in this for you? What can you do? So I want to introduce you to the fabulous Holly with a very beautiful cover here. Who, by the way, Holly, what time is it where you're at right now?
It is 3:13 a.m. I am in southern France.
Okay, so let's just say it's really early in the morning. Holly is here volunteering her time. I'm not paying her. I'm not paying anybody on this webinar. They're just volunteering their time. She woke up in the middle of the night to join us. So Holly, first of all, you get crazy amounts of engagement. You have, obviously you have an amazing page. And I want to get to that. Before we do though, why was it important for you to be here?
I mean, so I signed up for Social Team Builder about a year and a half ago, and I was very much only in my warm market. And when I started my business, I had less than 500 friends on Facebook. So I was that coach, adding to my network every single day, messaging. And I was hitting Success Club 10 every month. But I was hustling and working so hard for those numbers. And I knew at some point I needed to find a way to stop just, like you said, chasing people and find a way to start attracting them to me. And this, I went from, completely unranked to now a ranked team in this company. And it has changed everything for me. And, I tell my team all the time, like, if you want to go all in with your business, like, invest in your business and it will change everything. And so I just have to, share that. I had to.
You have a lot of coaches here right now.
Yes, they're here. They were all talking in our team page.
All right.
So hi team.
Shout out to Team Holly. All right. So let's talk about this right here. I want people to understand the importance of what being real really is. Because a lot of people, I think the biggest misconceptions when people come in as coaches, and we were having this conversation before we even went live, but the biggest misconception I think that people, what happens is when they come into Beachbody is they think they have to position themselves as a fitness expert or some type of guru where they always are being healthy and showing healthy meals and eating leaves of lettuce and kissing Shakeology and talking about how great their life is. Talk about how that's basically the opposite of what you do, Holly, and why it does so well for you.
Yeah. So, for me, so just a little bit, I talked about starting about 1.5 years ago, summer of 2016. I was on bed rest. So I was taking this training. I knew I needed to get this done and figure it out, but I was taking it while on bed rest. So, there was no way I could be doing the workouts really. Eating was eat carbs. So for me, taking this training, the big thing was, okay, act with people. And I started listening to, Jesse and the trainings and figuring how many women out there are pregnant. There's 1 million of us that are pregnant, and how many other people are on bed rest? How many other people are trying to control the weight gain? And so sharing that part of my story on social media. And that is truly of this. And my page, when I go live and introduce myself, I say today I said, I'm a online health and wellness coach and new mom to Sam. And I pretty much say like new mom, hot mess mom because that's what I am. And that's what's connecting with people. People aren't connecting with me, recording my workouts, which I do record my workouts. If you go to my page, you'll see my workouts are recorded. I do share my food and all of that, just like, Beachbody coaches do. But my most engaging posts are when and I'm real. Today's live video started talking about how my son was up from 1:30 to 4:30 last night because he's teething and trying to get teething recommendations. And then I ended with a little bit about, here's, some of my tips for beating stomach bloat. Comment on talking about stomach bloat or that health side of it. Everything was about the teething. So.
Well, look at this. Look at this, you guys.
It's been exactly
so just so you understand. These are organic. She's not promoting this video. This is a live video she did talking about nap time. And she's not just getting like, you go girls response. She's getting full conversation started. And these are all people that I'm willing to bet she's talking to, she's connecting with. These are new people. And I'm also assuming and most of these people you did not know before, you had your page. You're probably meeting a lot of new people every day, right? My page, again, I had used, I don't want to say I'd used up my warm market, but I was really feeling like I was getting to the end of my warm market. And so these people, these are all cold market. Look at this.
Cold market
so you
people.
Guys, how would you like to have this type of engagement on your live videos? How would you like to have not only this type of, like a lot of people commenting, but typing like novels for you? Do you think that they connect with Holly? Yeah, but here's the thing. Anyone can get this done. And you need to start believing that yourself. You can do this. This is possible. Your tribe is out there. And you know what? Like I said before, Holly, and you can check out her page after this. Don't leave. But you can see she does not position herself as some super expert. Like she said, hot mess mom, and she's she leverages herself as like, I'm going on this journey with you moms. Let's do this together. Let's work together. Oh, by the way, I happen to sell this other fitness stuff if you want to check it out. Now, I don't want to get into your numbers yet because people might not believe it, but they're ridiculous. And here's another example. So most of you may or may not know, but you cannot do before and after pictures as an ad. So this is straight up organic, okay? This is organic, and this was last week on the 26th. This was all organic, and it's a really great, well-written post. But here's what's crazy: This was actually, you know, like what I'm trying to show today is the jabs and the right hooks that people give on their page to not only build their brand, but to leverage their business. Because that's what this is about. It's about getting you more conversations and then having that develop into new business. So look at this. This post here ended with, if you're ready to start your postpartum journey, fill out an application. 173 people clicked this link. 173 for free. Click this link. And it wasn't something like, well, here, click this to get something for free. And I'll happen to throw an application in. It was clear that this was an application. This is what we call a network marketer's dream. You have people filling out applications to work with you, Holly. How cool is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, you know, and for me, it really, like you said, Jesse, it is about having the engagement and having the conversations, you know, in my live video, on my page, you know, beneath comments, commenting back, sending those private messages. But every day, I mean, it is waking up to applications in my inbox. So I know that these people that I'm taking the time to message back, to email back, this. You know, I don't feel like I'm just messaging people to beg them to join me. These people took time out of their day to fill out an application. So that's the best
definition
feeling
of I don't chase, I attract. This is what attraction marketing is. And this is why she's here at 3 a.m. and why she believes in this. And it is safe to say that the way you learn to leverage a like page and build your brand on there was from what we teach in Social Team Builder, right, Holly?
Oh, yes. Before this, I had a like page. So I had started a like page like 3 months into my business, and I'd had it for about a year. But I was the coach who was posting my workout video, which I still post workout videos. So I'm not saying like don't post workout videos, but I would post like my morning workout video and maybe an inspirational quote, and then I just share it back to my personal page. And that was it. 3 likes. Like no one, I just wasn't utilized. So, and I don't use my personal page at all anymore. So I've transitioned completely from personal. And like Jesse said, there's nothing magic that I do. You know, after this, go check out, you know, my page and the other coaches who are going to talk. There's nothing magical that we do. I'm still doing that workout video. I'm still, you know, having a conversation with people. You know, they're magic. So anyone can do this. And again, you know, I was pregnant. I was on bed rest. I had a baby, and I had the 6 weeks postpartum period to start my transformation. I moved cross country 3 times, which we drove, and then we did an international move. So the last year and a half of doing this, you know, I've moved like 4 times and had a baby. So, you know, it wasn't like I had a million hours to devote to this either. It was one day at a time, and just, which I'm a past retired engineer. So having that system to follow, that's all I did. You just take the training and you follow step by step. And this is what happened. I mean,
talk about your numbers then. Talk about how your numbers changed, because I know you said you were at SC10 roughly chasing people on your warm market. Mm-hmm. Where are they at now?
Yeah, exactly. And then since probably last November is when I really decided, okay, guys, like our team, we're going to be an elite team. We're going to push for this and dive into these messages with people really connecting. I've been 70 SC100 or SC75 to SC100. 75 is probably on the low end. So 80 to 100 every single month. Last month, I mean, for me and my team, it felt like that kind of hard month. We had the hurricanes hit. Things seemed really slow in the beginning. Dove in hard back into this training and really tapping into, you know, I need to connect with people. And I was able to go from SC44 to SC94 with 4 points under my husband, SC98 last month. So, you know, I was able to get 50 Success Club points in 1 week. And literally that is also just from following things in this training. So
Well, let's look at
possible.
this. So let's see, not only crazy numbers, right? And mind-blowing numbers from, and please don't use the excuse. And she was so passionate about this when we talked before, of saying you don't have the time. You can, and you're going to hear more about that from other people on here. Anyone can find the time to get this done because it's just leveraging what you already know. So look, check this out, you guys. This is what it means now. I believe she was basically unranked and now number 13 in all of Beachbody. So congratulations, Holly, and well done. And
yeah, thank you. And it truly is this training.
Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate your passion. Any last words for anyone before you go? Because I know you need to get back to bed. But I know you have some of your coaches on right now.
Yeah, I do. And I mean, it just, yeah, like you said, it's not about feeling like, I don't think anyone is ever going to say, oh, I have all this extra time to build this business, right? And so that's what people get scared of with this training. I think there's two things that I was scared of and that my team is scared of. One, like commitment, which is crazy to me. And I know you get into all this, but just the return on investment. And, you know, for me, I tell my coaches, like, it is just like how we ask our challengers to invest in their own health and fitness, right? When people are like, gosh, $160 is, you know, we feel like that's nothing for a challenge pack and for a year access to programs. And then we stop and we question investing in our business. So, you know, mindset maybe a little bit about invest in yourself and in your business too. I mean, and to know for me that this isn't a one and done training, but that I get to continue working with Jesse, working with Social Team Builder through every single Facebook update is mind-boggling to me. So that's really my first thing, is really when you start, we ask people to invest in themselves every day, and now think of investing in yourself again. And then secondly, yeah, you have time. It may not be the perfect time, but it's never time. It wasn't the perfect time when I was pregnant on bed rest. It wasn't the perfect time when I was driving cross country, when I was doing an international move and living in my in-laws' house for 2 months with an 11-month-old. You know, it's not a perfect time now with a toddler running around and in a country where I don't speak the language. But if you want your business to grow, if you truly want big things for your business, you'll find a way. So, you know, just like we ask our challengers, do you want, you know, financially, do you want to commit? Are you ready to make that change in your life? It's the same thing here. You're going to find the time. You're going to find the way to make this happen, because, I mean, this is what did it for me. I didn't know what else to do. I was lost. I was still just messaging 1 million people a day, and I needed to find a way to change the trajectory of my business. And again, I wasn't unsuccessful. I was hitting Success Club 10 every month. But I felt like a very average coach struggling to find my tribe and struggling to find my coaches. It wasn't so much about Success Club. It was about finding the coaches who wanted to do this with me. And my team, man, we are.
You got a diamond factory.
Again, yeah, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. We are getting new diamonds every single week, and they are doing it in 3 months' time. I mean, this is people, I have found people who want to build a business and who are doing it, and that is all because of this training. It is all cold market.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you getting up in the middle of the night with a young baby and all this crazy stuff going on. And you're obviously super busy. So thank you, Holly. Go to bed, please.
Thanks, guys.
All right. So next we have the wonderful Rachel Baldwin. Rachel, can you unmute yourself, please? Say hi.
Hello.
All right. So Rachel is a very active Social Team Builder member. Well, off and on. She's obviously extremely busy, works a full-time job. You are a teacher, right, Rachel?
I am, yes.
Yep, full-time teacher and an amazing coach. You can see here she's got about 12,000 fans on her page. How many did you have before you started Social Team Builder?
Like under 200.
Under 200. So you learned how to leverage the Facebook platform to get some pretty affordable new people on your page?
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to show I want to show some more examples of being real. Now, you've seen 2 examples of, moms. So one thing I do want to say is you do not have to be a mom to be successful. We have men, women, I don't care what race you are, what sex you are. They're on Facebook. They are on there. So understand it's all about being real. So Rachel, what do you talk about on your page that people connect with you so well, that your audience, your fans?
And I actually wrote it down exactly what you just said, like to make sure I said this, because people ask me that, like, well, I'm like, you have it easier because you're a new mom. And that has literally nothing to do with it. Like Jesse said, this training works for any demographic you are. It doesn't matter. But that's who I am. And I identify a lot with what Holly already said, and I'll just kind of expand on that. So in this post, I was talking about postpartum anxiety, and like I just share about that part of my life too, like being a new mom and all of what that entails. Like I'm a C-section mom. And I talk about the things that I really wish that people would have talked to me about before.
Oh, that's good stuff right there. Say that again. You say things that you wish someone would say to you.
I wish that someone would have said these things to me. Yeah.
Okay. How powerful is that, you guys? So you're saying what other people might be thinking, or you're just being straight up real. You're being authentic, right?
Yeah.
And that is literally bringing you crazy amounts of numbers. Let's just get into it, because a lot of people wonder, what do you get from, you have 12,000. You're going to see different sizes page. Yep. I'm going to tell you right now, the size of your page does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's a tribe. It's who's on there. You could have a small page and have an awesome tribe and get crazy numbers. What type of numbers do you get from just being real like this?
So I was exactly like Holly. I was getting Success Club 10 every month, but really fighting for that. And now I'm averaging at least 50 Success Club points. And again, that's the low end. What was it? August. I think someone was saying like August is a really tricky month. And I don't know, I never listened to that. I just do me, but I hit Success Club 92. And I couldn't even believe it. And I didn't ever feel like Holly said, I never felt like I was chasing people. Like people want what they want to drink, the juice that I'm drinking, because, they see me as a real mom, and I've had people say, you're relatable, you're a real person. You're not acting like you have it all together, because if you're a mom, you don't. But, and so people feel comfortable asking me for advice. So
that's it. And I want to get into that. First of all, one thing you're going to find for a lot of people you're seeing here, and then the people that are extremely successful in social team builder, they rarely actually bring up the term Beachbody or Shakeology on their page. Yeah.
Never.
They always, I had a lot of people message me after the summit when it was brought up about, create a little mystery or whatever. They're like, you've been teaching that for 3 years.
Yeah.
So this is nothing new. But look at this, you guys. She talks about, this is just a neat picture of, I assume, green Shakeology.
Yep.
And just talking about it that way of just what it means to you, what it might mean to them. And I want you to see something that's pretty wild here. Look at the response. Is this Shakeology? Is this Shakeology? What is this? I'm interested. Please show me more. Can you send this to me? I'm assuming this got you some business.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Looking back, I see clients. Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing I want you guys to understand is you'll learn how to do this. You'll learn how to leverage your story. You'll learn how to leverage and talk about things like this in a way that will get you people interested, especially when it's people that are your tribe. So one thing I want to talk about quickly, Rachel, before we move on to Chrissy, as you guys see Chrissy's next, but is talk to the coach right now that maybe feels, well, I'm not as cool as Rachel, or my story's boring, or whatever. And just squash that right now, please, because that, to me, that's it's a bunch of BS. Because I don't care who you are, you have a lot to say.
It is. Everybody does, because you're a human. So everyone is so different. And like, I think that I'm boring, you know, like I'm just a teacher. I'm just a mom. Like I feel like I live a pretty normal life besides this coaching thing, you know, but that's what people, like, honestly, that's what people want to hear about, is like the things that make you normal. Like postpartum anxiety, like, makes me normal. I don't think that's interesting. I think that's a really annoying thing that I have to deal with, you know? And like, you know, juggling a really busy schedule and working full time, like that's not something special or cool. Like that's just something that a lot of people do. And it just kind of goes back to what Jesse said, like, you don't have to be a new mom. Like, you don't have to be, I'm not super interesting with fitness. Like, I do the same programs as everybody else, you know, and I follow, like, I eat clean. Like, I'm not doing anything extraordinary. I'm just open about my life and like open about how I fit it all in. I even had one of my coaches ask me today, like, how do you fit it all in? And I was like, I just choose to, you know, like we all fill our time with our own interests and they're all different. That's what makes you a human. So you are interesting. Everyone is interesting. Otherwise you wouldn't have, like, you have friends, you have family, like they think you're interesting, right? So then other people do too.
Does this make sense, you guys? Do you understand why you can just be you? And do you see how powerful this can be, just being you and connecting with your tribe? And look at what Rachel's doing here. I mean, what was that? Did you say Success Club 92?
Yeah.
Okay. And she's got many, many, many successful months. And I think it's safe to say it's from what you learned in Social Team Builder, right?
Absolutely.
You've leveraged what you learned to build your tribe and get your voice out there and to connect with new people. And you're not positioning yourself as some type of super guru. You're just being you. That's why anyone can do this.
I like, it's fun to talk to people. And these are like the coaches I'm bringing in. They're my friends and a lot of them are on this. So, hey, everybody, if you're watching from Flex Force, but like I know them well and like it's easy to talk to, like they're my people. They're friends that I wouldn't have in my life without this training.
So these are people that you met that weren't your friends before, that you met directly from your cold market, your tribe, that became some of your closest inner circle friends.
Absolutely.
How
it's like
cool is
mind-boggling.
It is. Yeah, I know Tony's got a lot of those good stories about people she's met. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But thank you so much, Rachel. You are awesome. And everything you do, I applaud your success. Well done.
Thank you. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yes, and like I said, she works full time, by the way, as a teacher.
I work full time, and I will say, like, not to get into specifics, but I will say, you know, like I work full time, so I'm at my teaching job like 8 hours a day. So I really only have time to work this business 2 hours a night, and I'd make more than double doing this than I do at my full time job.
That's very cool.
In a year, like I've only been a part of this training for a year and a half. What? It's crazy.
Well, you put in the work, you reap the rewards.
That's what it takes.
You put in the work, so again, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, I appreciate you being on. This is awesome. We're having a lot of fun. And up next, Chrissy, please unmute yourself. So again, I'm not sitting here saying it's about the size of the page. It's about the fight of the page. It's about finding your tribe and the right people. And Chrissy is a wonderful example of that. So first of all, thank you for being on, Chrissy.
Hey.
All right. So you are like a huge advocate of Social Team Builder. I see you posting about it all over the team pages. You're constantly contributing inside of the group. Why do you contribute so much and offer so much value back?
Well, I've been a working coach, I guess, for the last technically 2 years. I've been a coach for 3 years, and I actually had retired from my job in December of this past year. And when I signed up for this training, I knew that this was something that I had to do for myself to, you know, basically to build my business, because I was ready, I guess is what I'm saying. And I knew I'd seen some experiences from some coaches on my team. my upline coach and some of her coaches had actually had some great experience. So I thought, well, I might as well do it. And it's just changed my business. Now I'm not hitting huge Success Club numbers yet because I'm working a lot on myself right now and just working on providing content and trust with the people that are following me. But to go from where I have increased my income, increased my consistency with hitting Success Club, I've beat my Success Club numbers from last year already. I feel like this is the bread and butter. And I feel that I just feel like this has completely changed my entire business. I mean, complete 360, like it's completely turned it around.
I mean, and if I remember right, I think you hit all of your numbers from 2016 in the middle of this year, didn't you?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, so
yes, I did.
Again, this is not a quick fix. It's like getting in shape. It takes consistency. It takes work. It takes being true to yourself. It takes caring about other people. But the tipping points are amazing and what happens. And yes, this does kind of give you a little bit of personal development. It does make you a better person. I can guarantee you every person on here feels stronger and more confident now than before. I can safely say that, and I don't think anyone would disagree. And this is what I love about Chrissy and her page. She, you know, and we say sometimes we're like, you know what? It doesn't matter who you are, you know, what you're into. They're on Facebook. If you're into, you know, wood carving, if you're into drag racing, if you're into whatever, they're on Facebook. But I don't think a lot of people really understand how powerful Facebook is and how you can leverage that platform. Chrissy, you've absolutely found your tribe. You've dialed in your avatar, and all avatar is, you guys, is just that other person on the other side of the screen that you're talking to. That's your person. That's your tribe, your avatar. And Chrissy has it dialed in. I mean, on point. Talk about what and who your avatar is and why they love you so much.
So, okay. So I'm a farmer, and I know that I'm just like, I'm a tomboy too. There's so many things about me. I don't mind going out and getting dirty. I will walk in the house and have dirt under my nails. I'll have stuff on my shoes, things like that, you know, just because we live on a farm. And I relate to women like that. And I know that this type of market, they're hardworking women and they're dedicated to their cause. They're dedicated people. And that's the type of people that I want to attract. And I'll be honest with you, when I started doing the audience testing, I was very lucky to find a winning audience within my first 5 audiences. And actually, I'll tell you that some of those people that are on this particular screenshot that you have are my regular, I mean, they are very regular. They're on my live videos. They're commenting on my posts all the time. They follow me on Instagram now. I mean, like they're just regulars. Now, not all of them are current customers, but they are people I talk to on a regular basis. And I think because I share these not so pretty pictures, they know that I'm real and raw, and that's what every single one of them will tell me. Like every message I get from them is, you are so real. You don't hide behind, you know, you don't hide. I mean, like in this picture, you can see my roots and my gray hair. I mean, I'm 40 years old. My actual, like, I'll be honest with you, the age group that I really hit home with in my ads is between 25 and 35. And I'm 40, and I have 2 adult children and another one that's going to be graduating high school next year. So I'm like on the opposite spectrum of where I will say most coaches are. And it's not impossible to grow a business at 40 years old from sitting, you know, from working from home. So, but I love the tribe of women that I have found. I mean, they are my backbone. I'll be honest. I can post almost anything on my page. If I'm having a bad day, if I got into an argument with my husband, anything like that, I can post it on there. And they're a great support system. And they're my tribe.
Look at this, you guys. And seriously, how would you like to have whatever you're into, have a bunch of people on there into it too, connecting with you, starting conversations? Remember, Facebook is just like a coffee shop. You're just sitting down talking to someone, or it's like a chicken coop where you're having meetings with your other farmers. You know, so it doesn't, it's wherever it is that you like to go to converse, to get to know people. That's what leads into relationships, which will lead into sales. Okay. It's not, Chrissy's not sending any of these girls, hey girl, you ready to join my challenge group? That crap doesn't work. Please don't do that. Please, please do not do that. This is what works. This is the new way for you. This is what's going to change the game for you when you're watching this. I need you to understand, whatever you are into, whatever you enjoy, whatever your passion is, it's here on Facebook. There are hundreds, I think in the United States alone, there are 100 million people logged into Facebook right now. 100 million, you guys. Wrap your head around that. So here's a little bit more of, this is your right hook a little bit, Chrissy, because you do lots of, you know, value posts, you provide value, you are real, you're raw, you don't pretend to be somebody you're not. And this one here was for a challenge group.
Yep.
And these are things, so there's a big difference, because we get this a lot from people, and here's another big misconception, that people think that, well, so-and-so top coach posts these, I'm looking for 10 women, blah, 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 you know, and it works for them, so why doesn't it work for me? Why does this work for Chrissy and not somebody else? Because Chrissy has the relationships developed. Chrissy has taken the time to get to know people. Chrissy has taken the time to share her story and to connect with people. Chrissy doesn't pretend to be somebody she's not. She doesn't try to be somebody fake, and she doesn't act like a top coach. She just is herself. Do you think, for everyone here watching right now, do you think you could just be yourself and be successful? Please say yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess if it just based on conversations that I have with people that are on my page, people that send me messages on their own, you know, I'm not sending them a message, they're messaging me, comments on my post. I mean, I just actually had a comment on my post that she literally said, it was about my hair, because as you can see, I'm not blonde anymore. I'm brown. I'm a brunette now. So she actually said, I just want you to know your posts do not go unnoticed. And I've never really seen her do anything on any of my posts, but that tells me something. That tells me that she's watching, because I'm being me. I mean, I'll do a live video and look like complete hell. I will do a live video and I just woke up. You know, I mean, I used to be terrified of doing live videos. I've done live videos while walking through my garden and while I was in my chicken coop. So, I mean, if you just be you and share what you do every day, I mean, it doesn't have to be all about fitness. It doesn't have to be all about eating healthy. I mean, I had to share a reverse transformation, guys, and I was terrified to do it because I had gained weight. I was pushing back up to a you know, and I did it, and it was a huge shift on my page. I mean, just the conversations that started just from that post. So just be you, and if you have a failure, share it. If you have successes, share it. If you are in anxiety or anything like that, just be real and raw, because that's what builds trust, and that's what people are going to be drawn to you for. So, I mean, I just be you. I mean, I'm so adamant about that, is just be you.
Thank you so much, Chrissy. And you know what, everyone, I want you to be inspired by this. And I really want you to say this to yourself, or say it out loud, or type it. I can do this too. I will attract my tribe. I can do this too. You need to start telling yourself and believing that this is possible, because it is. Chrissy is living proof of that. And again, like she said, she had a reverse transformation. Well, guess what? Who doesn't go through that? Right? And do you think people can connect with that? Well, I fell off the wagon. Oh, well, here's 100 other hands saying the same thing. So thank you, Chrissy. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. You guys are going to get to see a lot more Chrissy inside of Social Team Builder. So appreciate your time, Chrissy. Thank you for being on.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Next, we have the wonderful Natasha, makeup queen. So first of all, Natasha, she kind of I kind of came out of nowhere. She was not in the group much for a while, kind of just I'm assuming from the beginning, because first of all, you have 30,000 followers here, 30,000 page likes. Where were you at before Social Team Builder as far as your page?
Before Social Team Builder, I feel like I had been struggling to grow my page for 2 years, and I was at around 2,000 people, and I struggled to get there. I was trying to do share for shares. Those stopped working or didn't work, and I was struggling, and I actually had a goal to get my page to 10,000 by the end of the year. And I was like, at this rate, there's no way I'm going to do this. So I went out searching for you, Jesse.
Well, I am really glad that you found me, because I know, and you guys may or may not have seen her interview. We did a little interview with her. You were, roughly, if I remember right, you were hitting kind of Success Club 10. And then at one point you were struggling to hit SC2.
Yes.
Before the training.
Exactly.
So she joined the training. She started implementing what she was teaching. And why did this training make so much sense to you? Why was it so easy for you to implement?
I watched one of your videos on YouTube, and it just made so much sense. And I'm like, this is stuff that I can do. I just don't know how to execute it correctly. And oh, sorry, I see your pictures popping up of me. But I was like, I can do this. This seems easy enough. You're just teaching me how to be more of myself and how to get more engagement in my page. And like Holly was talking about earlier, I was scared to make that leap of faith, but I did it because I knew that I needed to make a change in my business.
So, and like you had said before, or you just said that, it's just really embracing yourself. It's not saying like, okay, you guys need to be like Holly because she's really high ranked now. No, it's embracing yourself. Just by embracing yourself, and you do a lot with makeup, right? That's your kind of your niche.
Yeah.
And
I'm not a pro at it. And I even say it in my videos. Like in this one, you see somebody said, I have a straightener that's 6 to 7 years old. I was doing my hair and I was like, you guys, I've had this straightener for over 10 years. It's not the best, but I really like it and it works. And people could relate to that. They're like, yeah, I've had makeup stuff for over 10 years too.
Would you guys like to get this type of engagement on your live videos just by putting on makeup? If you wear makeup, how cool is that? That's what's possible here, you guys, with Facebook. When you leverage the platform right, when you find your tribe, when you attract your tribe, you're just gonna, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this straightening and talk to you guys, just have a conversation. Just like you may have seen Kanisha Hill earlier. She just goes live and just talks. There's no agenda. She's not trying to sell anything. Crazy amounts of conversations, crazy amounts of engagement. But this is what's possible. This is what's real. And look at this, just tons and tons of people to talk to. And I really like this post, and I wanted to share it because it's not a long post. A lot of people think you have to type like a whole novel to get a reaction, but you don't. This was real. This was, and I'm just going to read the beginning. I can't tell you how many times I've sat in a dressing room and cried because I couldn't get that the biggest pair of pants over my hips. I hated shopping. It just reminded me of how unhappy I was with my body. This is how you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to share your story so people will see themselves in your shoes, or in this case, your jeans. But that's what you want. And again, you're just being real here, right, Natasha?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just speaking from the heart.
I feel.
And look at what happened, you guys. Tons of conversations, tons of new people to connect with by being real, by sharing her story. What have your numbers been like now this year by just this transition you've made?
Oh my gosh, it's been incredible. I think I started out struggling to hit Success Club the first couple of months of the year, the last couple of months of last year. And since I started implementing this training, just as I went along, those numbers started to grow and grow and grow. So I first hit, it was like Success Club 10 easily. Then the next month, 25 easily. Then the next month, 50 easily. And so in August, I think just the month of August alone, I had more Success Club points in 1 month than I did all of last year.
So before we go here, and thank you for being on, talk to those coaches right now that maybe do feel stuck. They've been chasing people in their warm market, or, sending those hey girl messages, or, just trying to like chase people in groups, or friends of friends and friends of all that stuff. Talk to those people and tell them why this is a game changer for them.
Because it doesn't have to be so hard. I remember being in that position having those conversations, working for hours and hours and hours and not getting anything back from it. And it wasn't working. My business wasn't growing the way that I wanted it to. And if something's not working, you need to change what you're doing. And I know that it can be scary to invest in your business this way, but like Holly said, I want you to think about how has your life changed after investing in a challenge pack. Like, this has helped me so much. This has given me more freedom to spend time with my family. It's helped me increase the engagement on my page. I'm not having to chase people down anymore. People are coming to me interested in what I have to offer and asking me for help.
Thank you so much. And it's really about what she's saying there. She's summing up, again, attraction marketing. It's about working smarter, not harder. And you can do it in a way to leverage the platform that will make your life so much more enjoyable and your business so much more successful. So thank you, Tasha. Thank you very, very much for being on. I appreciate your time. All right. Next, we have Tony Hattinger, whatever you want to call her. She's awesome. And a mother of 4 and a super, super busy person, also a heavy duty contributor and social team builder. Tony, can you hear me okay? I think you're muted right now. There we go.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes,
cool.
We can hear you. Well, thank you for being on. I appreciate it. Again, she's a mother of 4. I just want to squash the I don't have time thing. Tony, will you get into that quickly? Because you have tons of free time with 4 kids, right?
Oh, yeah, all day long.
So anyone can do this, right? Regardless of the time.
Yes, absolutely.
Time is like the most BS excuse ever. So I want to go into, Tony, you heavily help inside a social team builder. And I think you told me before, it helps kind of keep you smart. It keeps you on the edge because you're always figuring things out. Check out what Tony figured out by leveraging the Facebook platform. Just talk about this post a little bit. How'd you come up with this?
I was just scrolling through my news feed one night when I was nursing Camilla, and I just happened to see a post that was directed to a different website, and I looked at it and I was like, I really like that. You know what? I'm going to take that. I'm going to put a picture of my family. I had no idea what I was going to do, but I asked Ben that night to empty the dishwasher, and he didn't even know I took this picture. And then I was like, that's going to be a really good picture for that post. So I posted it just on kind of like a whim because I was headed to bed and I didn't really have anything else to post. But I liked it. It related to me, and I know it related to obviously my page. Just being a mom and being a wife and not always having to ask our partners for help.
So it was something that people on your page, your tribe, could connect with. And it absolutely, I mean, this is viral. 20 million people, all free traffic. By the way, we never hit this button, so do not hit this button ever. But you can see here in this kind of this light orange or whatever this color is, this is all organic traffic, meaning it's free. It's free traffic. I think you got an extra 5,000 followers from this, Tony, right?
At least, yeah.
Yeah, crazy amounts of people. And people will see like these tags here. I believe these are people that actually tag themselves or their partner in this post. So talking about feeling like they're part of your tribe. Tony has truly built a tribe here. Now, I know you got some coaches on this watching right now, right, Tony? And you have like a very tight inner circle of people that you've met and that you've gotten to know. And I want to talk about, because a lot of people, they're wondering about the UK coming up, right? This is a big deal, the UK. It's a brand new country. If you think you're going to be going into UK groups and trying to private message people, good luck. But if you want to learn how to leverage the Facebook platform, leverage the advertising, and get the people to you, Tony, talk about how many people you've been chatting with now and the relationships you've developed with people just in the UK, because you've done very well in the United States and in Canada. But talk about the UK right now and what you're doing.
So literally from the first day that Beachbody announced they were going to the UK, I used Jesse's training and I hit my target market in the UK, just started building relationships with people. I think one of my soon-to-be coaches, Carrie, is actually on, and it's like,
hey, Carrie.
3 a.m. But I've just been building relationships with these people and just getting to know them and just getting to know the culture and getting to know these people and finding my tribe over there. It's been a little bit more difficult, but it absolutely can be done. And it just, the amount of friendships and relationships I've built over there is just mind-blowing. In the last just couple months now, it's crazy.
Talk about the people, I guess, and talk about the amount of people that you feel have like been fully committed now. They're, what is it, October 19th?
Yeah.
That they're like, Tony, I'm with you. Let's do this. Where are you at right now with that?
So at the moment, I have about 20 fully committed to sign up on the 19th coaches. And I have at least 100 maybes thinking about it, maybe November, just kind of thing. But I am talking to like 150 people who want to coach. Actually, probably more than that because I have a lot of follow-ups to do before then. Probably like 200 follow-ups. So a lot of people.
So I'm calling this right now. The top recruiters in the UK are going to be Social Team Builder members. And we have a lot of really crazy stuff planned for the UK market and helping you guys. Tony, would you be willing to share for the new people coming in tonight what you're doing in the UK, audiences, things like that?
Yeah, I told you guys in the free training, I will give you everything that I'm doing. I will give you audiences and kind of help you figure out how to find audiences because it's a little bit trickier than the US, but like I said, it absolutely can be done. I am running just a coaching ad over there right now. I'll give you everything that I tested, the image that's winning. I'll give you guys anything that I can because these people are over there and they're ready, they're willing, and I think it's just a whole nother market that is just going to be amazing for all of us.
Tony, why are you so freaking passionate about Social Team Builder?
Because it's changed my life. Like, honestly, it's not just changed my business, it's changed my life in the way that before I had this with coaching, it was almost like I enjoyed this, but it was almost a burden on my family because I spent so much time trying to find my tribe and I just didn't feel like I was going anywhere. And now, like Jesse says, I work smarter, not harder. I work less hours and I get more bang for my buck. And I found my tribe. I'm not chasing people. I do talk to a lot of people every day because that's just the way I run my business. I don't have people flocking to me in my messages box every morning, but I do have a lot of people who message me and I also message a lot of people.
Tony is the queen of relationship building, and you're going to learn a lot from her in Social Team Builder, and including how to find your tribe in the UK. You guys, I mean, seriously, look at this. This is just new people she's connecting with, and we teach you how to leverage the platform to provide value and get new relationships with new people. And a lot of these are UK people here, right, Tony?
All of these people are UK.
How cool is this?
I ran a free group just to my tribe in the UK.
Very awesome. So thank you, Tony. Thank you for sharing this. And thank you for, having the abundance mindset. One thing you're going to understand when you become a Social Team Builder is drop the scarcity mindset. Stop worrying about, if I give this away and then everyone's going to steal it. There are hundreds of millions of people out there, you guys, waiting to hear from you. You could share everything that you know, everything that's working, and you would have more coming into you. That's what this is about. It's about realizing that there's so much out there for you. So finally, here's the last great person we have on here, which is Miss Ashley, who has been patiently waiting. Thank you, Ashley, for being on here and be willing to be the last person. I appreciate it very much. So thanks for being on.
No worries.
And it looks like we highlighted this part, which I think is pretty cool. 34,000 followers, 90,000 post reach, meaning she's about 3xing her reach almost. That is cool. That means that you're reaching way beyond the size of your page because you're being real, because you're providing value. So let's talk about, I want to talk about, before we get into some of your posts, where were you at and why did you join Social Team Builder?
I joined Social Team Builder around this time last year. I distinctly remember laying in bed watching this webinar, and Holly is my success partner, and she started it before I did, and she told me how she was having all this success, and I was struggling to hit Success Club. I was a brand new mom. I was going back to work, and I was like, I do not want to go back to my job. I have to make this business work. So I was watching this webinar, and I was sold, and I bought this for myself for my birthday last year, and I just went all in. I was like, I'm going to make this coaching business work. And I was recently in the Super Saturday video, if you went and you saw that, and I mentioned that I was taking a training on how to build your like page. So I like silently dropped a little hint there. But then I was able to quit my job in December. So only a few months after starting this training, that's like my, you know, it took a while to build that momentum, but then it took off, and it was a lot of hard work, but it was well worth it.
So quickly talk about, how did you used to post before STB?
I pretended like I was somebody completely different. I was like, well, I'm a coach. I have to be an expert. I have to act like I like fitness. I have to act like I like healthy food. And so I was just putting on this front and just being so fake. I'd, you know, take a sweaty selfie and be like, did my workout today? Did you? And it was just, oh, I look back and I'm like so grossed out by what I was posting.
So, okay. When you started finding your voice, going through learning kind of what we show, what we teach inside of there, how did things change for you as how you post here?
Yeah, so I think creating my avatar, which is one of the modules in Social Team Builder, is what really did it for me. And then I just decided, you know what? I'm going to be me. I'm going to be real. I started to just share how I didn't like exercise, but I do it like a daily discipline, like flossing your teeth, paying your taxes. And I started to reach people who were just like me, because guess what? The majority of people out there don't like exercise. So
what? So you can be a successful Beachbody coach and not be not love exercise? What?
Yeah. Yes. So I would just start to be super real and super authentic. And it's like a door opened and all my people were there.
So guys watching right now, everyone watching, the 800-900 people that are on live right now, how many people aren't completely passionate about exercise every single day? How many people would be cool with actually leveraging that realness and finding and getting this type of engagement and just sharing your story about what's going on? Stop trying to be a guru. You'll notice the commonalities here is the people that do really well on their pages, they don't try to be some expert. They just go hand in hand and they go arm in arm with their tribe, right? You don't go on there and act like you're a super mom who knows everything. You are leaning on your page as much as they lean on you, right?
Yeah, I actually feel like I have more success when I lean on my audience more than when I try to be the expert and lead them.
How cool is that, you guys? Imagine, and my wife does this very well as well. Like we just had a baby boy 6 weeks ago. She posted about circumcisions, asking questions about that. He has to be on oxygen, you know, here at high elevations, asking questions about that, things like that. Crazy amounts of engagement, crazy amounts of conversations, and she's getting help. It's like a double bonus. I am willing to bet, Ashley, that you've gotten a lot of help from some of these people on here, some of your fans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A lot of great advice. So look at this, you guys. How would you like to have, I mean, again, these are not just one-word responses. These are long, I mean, and you're probably getting lots of private messages too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like jinx it and complain about this because this is exactly what we all want. But Holly and I often talk about how we are so overwhelmed with the comments and the messages that we get. It's just never ending. And that's a good thing. We want that, but that's what you can create, but it is overwhelming.
This is what's, again, a network marketer's dream. You've got unlimited amount of people to connect with and talk to. Unlimited amount. Now, I want you to talk about really finding your voice. You mentioned avatar, and there might be some people here who don't know what avatar means, but really, like I said, it's just identifying that one person that you want to speak with. And how you went from talking about sweaty selfies and fitness and stuff like that. And I wrote this down just to remember it, but you talk a lot about like student loan debt and not liking exercise and having the moms. that's really like the core foundation of what you really embrace on there, is it not?
Yes.
And how has it really, when people, and again, here's another one, talking about just excitement, right? An exciting part, like having your baby sleep in a crib is a big deal for moms, for parents. So I want you guys to understand, with Ashley, with Holly, with Rachel, with Chrissy, with Tony, with everyone on here, that the big thing that they're doing is just embracing the daily grind of life, right? This isn't about going in and like, all right, let me talk about that crappy thing that happened 20 years ago to me. No, this is just talking about what's going on and embracing what, inside of life. Why do you think your fans love you so much, Ashley? And don't be humble here. I really want you. Why do you think they love you so much?
I'm just super real and relatable, and I swear and I share the ups and the downs, and I'm always I don't always just share the highlight reel, but I do always spin everything to have some sort of positive outlook and
right. One thing I will say, you guys, is do not go on Facebook and be a complainer. Don't go on there and be negative or anything like that. That will push people away. It's okay to talk about the grind and what's going on in life. If your kids are being hellions, that's normal. Kids scream. Sometimes they act poorly. That's what parents have to go through. And that's normal. But look at this, you guys. I want you to understand. This is, again, I'm ending this with a right hook that Ashley had, which means, kind of like, hey, join me in this or join me in that. And we teach how to do this. This was at the end of a post. And if you want to learn more about what I do and who I'm accepting new people, join me. Did this went into a group, or was it an application?
It's a group. It's a private Facebook group.
Yeah. So check this out. 78 people clicked that link. 78 people. It's literally for you. It's endless conversations now. So what do your numbers look like now? Because before you were barely hitting 10. I can't remember.
Yeah, barely hitting 10. And now Holly and I are always competing with one another. And so between 80 and 100. And on, like last Monday, we both had 44 points, and we were like, this is unacceptable. So in 1 week, we both got 40 to 50 points.
Because you have so many people to talk to, all from your cold market, all on your like page, right?
Yeah, yes, exclusively.
So before we end this right here and we get into how people can join Social Team Builder, because I know people are wanting to get in, and I know you got some coaches here as well. Talk to those people right now that were you last year at this time. Yeah, and tell them why they need to do this.
Yeah, I mean, if you are serious about making this business work, then you will not use excuses. Like, I didn't have the money to do this, but I used money that I was getting for my birthday from family members to invest in this. And that small investment has paid off exponentially, whereas now I am making 3 times what I made as a teacher, and I quit my job not even a year ago. So you just have to have that vision that if you want to make this work, then you will invest. This is and I went with this because I was listening to so many podcasts on creating a business and really working your business. And they all said, you need to have a business page and operate like a business. So you cannot be relying on your personal page or other platforms. Like, this is where it's at. And I mean, we are all testaments of that. And if you follow this training and you do what they teach you, then you're going to have success if you put in the work.
Well, speaking of that, congratulations on being number 12 in all of Beachbody. Last year, I believe you were unranked. Really, really way up there. Now you are number 12. Expect to see Ashley in the top 10 by the end of the year. That is just my prediction. So well done, my friend.
Thank you.
Bravo. And thank you for being on. Thank you for patiently waiting. And let's get into this. Who here wants to access, whoops, let me go back to that so everyone saw that. I had it on your screen. She is number 12. So, but who here wants to access the same thing that these guys have? Who wants to see the same stuff? Let me know. Stephanie, unmute yourself. Will you for a second, pleme? Are people wanting to see this? Am I getting some yeses?
Yes, me. Everyone's yelling me at you. They are ready.
All right. I'm going to show you guys what you get here that Ashley, Holly, all these people, Natasha, Tony, all these people have on their own. Chrissy, they all get exactly the same thing that you're going to get right now. The modules, the updated modules. Guess what? Facebook changes a lot. They change a ton. Facebook is extremely dynamic. And I think you've heard this brought up a few times here. What they appreciate about this training is that we are constantly updating it. It's not like I made this in 2015 and you guys are looking at stuff in Facebook. I mean, think about how different Facebook was 2 or 3 years ago. This thing is changing all the time. And guess what? Everyone coming in right now is going to get brand new, fresh, updated modules with all the changes that Facebook has. So we change everything. If Facebook moves a button, you will know about it. If Facebook changes and adds new things, you will know about it. That is worth a lot. That's worth at least $2,000 itself. Just the value. We put in tons of time. We spend a ton of money leveraging the platform. You also get a private Facebook group with a lot of awesome people inside of there, including, by the way, every single person that was on this webinar tonight. There's Chrissy, there's Natasha, there's Ashley. And this video was hilarious, by the way. Ashley, her kid was all over the place and it was just so real, which what I love. There's Tony, Rachel, Holly, all of these people contribute inside of the training. They are not paid. They are contributors to the training. They are volunteering their time because they believe in this and they know it works and they have an abundance mindset, meaning they will give and give and give and give because it only improves their brand. It only, what you do comes back to you. These are part of that, what you get in a private group where they will answer questions, myself, other experts. So you get the social team builder training with all the updated modules. That's a $2,000 value. The Facebook group with myself and other highly qualified coaches and experts like Stephanie McDaniel as well. People pay her $2,000 a month to do their ads. She's in there answering questions. She's freaking brilliant. You'll hear more from Stephanie in a second. That's a $3,000 value. Total value so far, $4,994. We also go live. Oftentimes weekly, sometimes several times in 1 week. We do live hangouts inside of there. They're actually Zoom calls now, but we call them hangouts because that's what we did for a long time. There you see at the bottom, Mark Pachetti. In the upper right-hand corner is Alexa Zarate. She's a member of Social Team Builder. We have members on live. In this case, he was doing an interview. He's a professional copywriter. He's a big part of the training. Anybody who knows Mark loves him. He's an awesome guy. And these are people, we have live calls inside of the group where we were answering questions and we are providing tons and tons of value. People love the hangouts. We do a lot inside of there with that. So remember, you get the training, $2,000 value. You get the group with me and other highly qualified coaches and experts answering your questions, $3,000 value. The live calls where you are on live with us. We have members on live. We critique pages. We do all this stuff. That's a $1,000 value. Right now, with this alone, it's at least a $6,000 value. But here's what we're going to do, and this is what I'm really excited about. And we're getting this together now. We're going to get it out probably within the first week or two. It's a UK workshop. And Steph, can you go into that just quickly? What are some of the stuff we have planned for the UK workshop? I know we're going to get into audiences and finding your tribe over there.
Yeah, so as Tony mentioned, I mean, she's had great success. We have a couple of other people having fantastic success over in the UK as well. And we're just going to share everything they've learned, everything we know from all those case studies. I mean, they have made audiences over there. I have a contact who works on social media who is from the UK. So we have insight on things like wording differences or culture differences. Taking vacations over there is a must. You're the crazy person if you don't take a family vacation. Whereas over in America, that's a pain point for us. So we teach you all those little cultural differences so that you're talking to the person in terms of what's good for them. What do they want? Not just what you want out of this.
So you get the social team builder training, $2,000 value, the Facebook group with me and other experts like Ashley and Holly and Tony and Stephanie, $3,000 value, live hangouts where you're going to join us, $1,000 value, the UK workshop, $1,000 value at least, because we're going to put a lot into this, you guys. So far we're at a $7,000. And here's the other thing that you heard all these people mention, well, I get these updates, I get all this, and I don't have to worry about it. You get lifetime access to Social Team Builder. Lifetime access. Again, this is a $2,000 value because we are putting in colossal amounts of updates and work so you don't have to do it. So you learn how to work smarter, not harder. So you get the training. This is huge, you guys. $2,000 value. The group with me and other experts, $3,000 value. The Hangouts, $1,000 value. The UK workshop, $1,000 value. And lifetime access for $2,000. This is at least, I could argue this is worth way more. What do you think this is worth to Ashley? You know, think about this, you guys. Way more than that. But let me ask you a question. If all this did was help you attract people who want what you have to offer without all these objections. No, I don't want to do that. This is too much. I don't want. What would it be worth for you? What would it be worth? What would it be worth for you if you could fill up your challenge groups with people that you like and they help you hit Success Club every single month? What would that be worth for you? Honestly, ask yourself that. What would it be worth for you to help you find new coaches who are business builders like with Holly and the Diamond Factory? What would it be worth for you? Think about that. Here's what I'm going to do. Because you guys are here. We have over 800 people on still. You're ambitious. You're looking for a change. And people pay me more, $5,000 or more, to work on their ads and work with them personally. I'm not here to charge you $5,000 or $8,000, you guys. Because you're here to make the wise decision to join us in Social Team Builder, it's $297 one time. You get all of that stuff. $297 one time. You go to socialteambuilder.com/special. Socialteambuilder.com/special. Stephanie will put the link inside of the chat or inside of the group, the event there. I also want to ease any concerns that you have right now. You get a 60-day money-back guarantee. Maybe you're just not happy with the program, my teachings. Maybe you hate my voice. Maybe you just didn't want to do it. Maybe you quit coaching or whatever. You get 60 full days, money back, 0 questions, 60-day money back guarantee. Okay? 60-day money back guarantee. But here's what I'm going to do for everyone tonight, because for just tonight, for before midnight tonight, if you follow everything that we teach, exactly how we teach it, and you implement, like you see with Ashley and Holly and Tony, if you implement what we teach in there and you do not see significant like page engagement from your cold traffic on Facebook, I will refund you double your money back. This is only for the people tonight live, for you guys tonight live, okay? If you take action on this and you implement what we teach and you go with and do what we say in there and you follow the steps, because it's all laid out step by step, I will double your money back if you don't see significant like page engagement, okay? There's no risk for you. So remember, you're going to get the training with all the updates, $2,000 value, the group with me and other experts, $3,000 value, live hangouts with everything answered, $1,000 value, the UK workshop, where we're going to go over everything from audiences and how to connect with them, everything, $1,000 value, and you get lifetime access, which is a $2,000 value. So this is $9,000. It's $297 one time. You get all this stuff on here, you guys. And I'm willing to bet every single person on this webinar and anyone that you reach out to in Social Team Builder say, go do this. It is worth it. Get your butt here and join me. It is absolutely worth it. So at this time, you guys, and by the way, the storytelling template is right on there. It's right on that page. If you go to socialteambuilder.com/special, it's right at the bottom. It's at the bottom of the page. But don't worry, if you're joining, we're going to go over that and so much more. So don't worry about that. But if you want the template, it's right on there. But at this point, you really have 2 choices. So let's go through, and we always get people asking us this as well. Is there a payment plan or anything like that? We don't actually have a payment plan, but if you're in America, in the United States, you can select PayPal credit, and you can then, so all you do is you would select PayPal and then do PayPal credit, and you can actually space those payments out over 6 months at 0% financing. Of course, make sure that you pay that off before 6 months, or else they won't do the 0% financing beyond that. So just make sure you pay it off before 6 months. But that's definitely a great option for people. You can just do PayPal credit. It's really easy. PayPal is obviously very well known, easy to work with. So something to consider. And of course, you will see this screen. So I want to walk you through as you do join. You're going to see this screen. This is where you register. Please write down your login and password and do not share it. Do not share this. We have what's called IP security inside of the training. So if you share it with someone else in there, it will lock your account, and then you'll have to message socialteambuilder@gmail.com and find out what's going on. So do not share your login, okay? It's one person per login, per household. So, I mean, a husband and wife, if they live together, that's fine, but do not share your login. Do not share this. This is one person per membership because you will actually be put into a private group as well. So do not share it, but please write it down. Super important to write it down. Also, and you may have heard a lot of these people on here, they don't use the word, costs or anything. They use the word investment. This is absolutely investment in your business. You are a small business owner. When you're in network marketing, you are a small business owner. Now, I'm not an accountant, but I know that you can write off marketing and things like that with advertising what you're doing in your business. You can write that off for your business expenses. This training, the $297 for a lifetime membership in Social Team Builder, is a business write-off. It's a tax write-off. So please make sure you save your receipts. You save those things so you have records of them. Just don't forget, it is absolutely a business tax write-off. And yes, it is a lifetime membership. Socialteambuilder.com/special. Socialteambuilder.com/special will get you there. And then, of course, do we have questions? And I'm going to do something special. Steph, if you want to unmute yourself as well. What I'm going to do is I am going to go through and I'm actually going to give people another option here for anyone who's ambitious enough in the next half hour. I'm going to move this screen over here. Anyone ambitious enough, I have this timer right here. Anyone ambitious enough in the next half hour, you will be put in a pool and I will pick like 100 people and I will personally critique your page. I will personally go through your page. So you have a half hour and then we're going to close that down. So and I also want to cover one more thing because, you heard, I think it was Ashley or Holly or one of them saying that they don't do anything on their personal page anymore at all. Like nothing at all. And I want to talk about this, not just from the standpoint of like, if you want to like really take your business to the next level, you need to move your business over to a like page. But I also want to talk about this because this is legit stuff. Somebody actually posted this in the group today and I answered the question, but someone posted in there asking like, hey, I have this friend, she's running 2 Facebook profiles, like 2 personal profiles. And I said, you need to warn her. That's a huge mistake. Do not do that. But also, and again, this is straight from Facebook help. You can see here, keep in mind that a personal profile is for non-commercial use, meaning you cannot run a business on it. You can't run a business. Facebook doesn't want you running a business on there. And maybe you're like, oh, whatever, whatever. Check this out. Disabled accounts. People get, and Stephanie, how many people we had message us? I mean, countless with their account. They're not just their page, but their whole Facebook profile shut down. Mm-hmm. Tons.
It's more than you'd imagine, you guys.
Here's what. Okay, why did my account get shut down? This is what you see here. Contacting other people for the purpose of advertising, promoting. Facebook doesn't want you private messaging random people, sending random friend requests to people, and then pitching them on your next challenge group or your products. That's not a good practice. They want a positive user experience, and that won't give them that. Okay? So I'm not just saying these things. I'm not trying to scare you. These are the facts. You can see it for yourself right here. Here's the URL right up here. This is a fact. You cannot run your personal profile and run a business on it. It will get you in trouble. And we do have top coaches that have reached out to us because of that. So just be warned. You need to transition everything over to your like page and do it in a way that is real and sharing your story. So Stephanie, would you kind of go over some common objections, and then I guess we can get to questions as well. We got lots of people on with us here, which will offer up some awesome feedback. But talk about some common objections that people might have, or questions people might have.
Yeah, well, the first thing I want to talk about, because I'm seeing a lot of people in the feed in YouTube saying, oh, the site's not working, I'm getting an error. Be patient, you guys. There's like thousands of people trying to sign up right now. So just refresh it, wait a couple minutes, try to get in. We promise you'll have a spot. It's just very overloaded right now with people joining. Oh my goodness, so many people. And just so you know, we are going to get you into the group and all that stuff as fast as we can, but there are a ton of you joining right now. So if you're not seeing the website working for you, again, just be patient. It does work. We've had quite a few people join already through that link. It's just a little bit busy because everyone wants in right now.
And so let me know, by the way, that you're in the group. Let me know in the event there. In the event, let me know you're excited. We are going to pick that person to win the $1,000. So let me know you're in. Let me know you're excited. Let me know you're here. Stephanie, you can actually probably can just pick 2 people if you want anytime here. Let's split it up, $500 each.
Okay, let me give them a chance to comment in and let us know why you're excited. Like, why did you join? You aren't the only people who care about people. Like, we're here to help you guys out. We love hearing your stories. We love hearing your enthusiasm. So comment in the event, you know, that you're in and why you're so excited about joining tonight. And I'm going to go through that list and just pick a couple people to win $500. Okay. But in the meantime, some of you, I mean, there's people still watching now, right? Like, there's still several hundred people watching, which means they're not on a different website buying right now. So you might still have some questions. I saw some questions in there, you know, saying, I don't even have a like page. How am I going to do this if I don't even have a like page? And the very, very, very first video, we take you step-by-step over-the-shoulder tutorials, is how to set up a like page. It'll take you like 5 minutes, you guys. So don't let that get in the way of you doing what you know you need to do to benefit your business, right? You've been trying to do it on your personal page. You just saw exactly why it's not working. It's not that some of the old techniques don't work great. All that hey girl stuff is kind of like, it's kind of out of season. It's not working anymore. But Facebook legitimately does not want you to run a business over there. So they're going to do everything in their power to make it not successful for you. Like page, a business page with all these tools, and they want you to be successful over there. You guys, why would you not begin a like page if you don't already have one? And another thing I hear a lot is, you know, well, my personal page is going all right for me, so maybe I'm going to wait. Okay, like everything's going okay. You're hitting some points. You're as successful as you think you can handle right now. So why would you add something on that's just going to take up more time, right? Or do something new that's going to be challenging and you have to learn something. Well, is your personal page going to last forever and ever? Does it give you 10 million reach if you post something that resonates with the people?
20 million for Tony.
Oh, it is 20 million. Yeah, Todd and Gary are at 10 million, I think. There's a lot of viral posts happening with our members right now. But
wait,
I mean,
I want to ask Ashley, why don't you post on your personal page anymore? I'm really curious.
I don't need to.
Talk to those people right now that maybe, do you think a lot of coaches get hung up on engagement versus results?
Yeah. So, so many coaches, when they're beginning, they're like, well, I'm not getting as many likes as I got on my personal page. And, we talk about that a lot in Social Team Builder, but likes don't always turn into customers, right? A lot of people just lurk. You can reach just so many more people through your business page. If you live in a small town or you have a lot of coaches that you know already, your personal page is going to be saturated with those people. But your like page is a way to reach people all over the United States, Canada, and the UK. I don't know why you wouldn't use your like page.
It's such a no-brainer. But I think for a lot of people, like they said, right away, you guys, I'm going to tell you, if you have a brand new page, you're not going to get a lot of engagement. You're not going to get a ton of people. But guess what? You keep posting, people will be watching. And this is what happens too. And I bet this happened to all you guys on here. You had people from your personal page come over to your like page and they're like, hey, what are you doing? What's going on?
Did she hear you? Uh-oh, did Jesse go away?
Into their like page. Did we lose me?
I lost you for a bit. I don't know if it was just me or everybody.
Well, I lost myself on the screen. But anyway, we have 22 minutes left. Stephanie, go through the next objection on there.
Yeah, so I think the next one that I can think of is, you know, you have a personal page and it's not successful for you, right? So you're sitting there, you're like, I can't even make my personal page work. All these people are talking about how their personal page, warm market, all this blah, blah, blah. I can't even get my personal page to work. How am I expecting myself to get a like page work when all these other people are saying, oh, you don't get as much reach. Oh, you don't get as much this. I want to say baloney to that. The people that are telling you that Facebook caps reach on a like page don't know how to run a like page. Okay, listen to the master, listen to Jesse. Like we said, there's so many members. Jesse's own page gets reach beyond a good 20%, 100% on a single post organically, just because we teach you how to dig into your story, right? People on here are like, I don't even know what my story is. It's like I don't even know myself. We help you with that. We get you to do an interview. We help you dig into that story and figure out how to connect to people with that, right? I saw a question about, I don't even know who my avatar is, because it kind of is related to who you are. We help you dig into that. We help you figure out how to take your story, how to take your why, turn it into posts that speak to people who've never met you before. These people will open their hearts and souls to you because you're tapping into that human element. You're just being yourself, and you found pride in that, right? You're finally living your life out loud, boldly, just as you are, and that's giving them the inspiration to feel okay about themselves, right? So if your personal page isn't working, it's probably because nobody taught you step by step how to actually write a good post. You're used to just posting funny cat memes or whatever to get attention over there. It's your friends and family, your grandma, your kindergarten best friend, whatever it is, and maybe some people you met scrolling in groups. Like, it's not super targeted. They're not here. They're not over there to hear about your business. But when they're on your like page, they've opted in. They're like, yes, I want to hear about your business. Yes, I want your advice. Yes, I want to see your posts. That's not the people really over on your like page, right? Like, these people are over on your personal page. The people on your like page are saying yes to you. They've already said yes to you. So those conversations just flow so much easier. Please have faith in yourself, because I don't think there's been a single member in the group so far that we had to be like, nope, not going to work for you. Like, it just doesn't happen. Because the way to have success on your like page is to be yourself, and nobody's better at that than you. You are the expert in being yourself. That's the only thing you need to be an expert in.
Natasha,
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and by the way, you guys, I lost my screen share. Technical difficulties. Thank God it didn't happen during this actual slides. 19 minutes left. And Tasha, I want to ask you a question. How much fun was it for you to find your avatar and start diving into that and finding your tribe?
It was really fun. I love doing it because a lot of times people say my avatar is exactly me, but as I went through the training, I found out that my avatar isn't exactly me. The people that I enjoy working with most and the people that I was attracting, it's kind of me with a little bit of tweaks. And I love that the tools that you offer, because I found over time my avatar evolves as I evolve as a coach.
Ooh, that's awesome. And here's the thing. And you would agree with this completely, I'm assuming, Natasha, that it's really not about trying to, a lot of people think that their avatar, and we get into this, but it's like, oh, my avatar is Wonder Woman. Well, no, Wonder Woman doesn't need help. You're focusing on the people that have the same things that you're going through. But how cool is it when you really do get that dialed in, you find your tribe, and then all of a sudden they start responding to you like, Natasha, you're so awesome. I thank you so much, blah, 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 having conversations. This can be done by anyone here. We still have 600 people watching right now, Natasha, that are wondering, can I do this too? Why can they do this too, Natasha?
I mean, it's easy. You break everything down step by step by step, starting with the very, very basics into very difficult things, but it's so easy to understand because you actually show how to do it. And if you just follow the steps and follow the process, everything just kind of comes together.
So you guys, you got really two choices here. Do nothing, and guess what? Nothing will change. So do nothing right now. You're still watching. You're wondering, should I do this? It's $297. Should I do this? Looks cool, but I don't know. I'd rather go out to eat and do all these other things. Or join us. Join me and let's build your tribe. Let's take your business to the next level. Can you imagine Ashley right now if she did not join? Ashley, would you still be a coach? Honestly. Would you still be, do you think you would still be a coach if you were going 1 year for where you were at before?
I'm not a quitter, but things were getting rough and I was definitely losing faith.
Do you think, and this isn't do you think, is I know there's a lot of people right now that maybe feel stuck, right? And they feel like, holy crap, I don't think I can keep doing this for like a year straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially coming off, like, I know August and September were really tough months.
Back to school is always going to be tougher. And then Christmas time as well. But that's normal. That's normal, you guys. But here's the thing. Here's the difference. Is it not so much more enjoyable? So much more effortless? I mean, you guys literally said, oh, let's put the pedal to the metal. Let's hit Success Club 44 in 1 week. Because you know that you can crank it up anytime and hit huge numbers now, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, we had 44 and we doubled it within like 3 days. And just relying on people who had already came to us through our pages. Just following up with them.
It is truly about leveraging this platform. You guys, everyone here is on Facebook. And you know, another common question we get too, Steph, a lot is, well, do I need to be an expert on Instagram? And do I need to do this? And do I need to do that and do that? No, you don't. My advice is, and then we always get like, should I have a blog? Should I do this? No, you don't need that either. You can literally do everything right here on Facebook. Everything. They've designed this platform to be the perfect relationship marketing rocket ship to blow up your business. Right. You don't need to do anything other than understand how to leverage the biggest platform in the world. Right, Steph?
Exactly. I mean, you're already an expert in being yourself, which is key. And then use these tools that Jesse is teaching you, that Facebook gives you, to just get yourself in front of the right eyes. That's really all it takes.
So is there any other questions that are being asked in there? If you guys have any questions, let us know. And then Steph, if there's anything.
One thing I want to talk about, because it comes up every time, is, well, you know, I don't want to post my kids' faces, or, you know, I don't want to talk about relationship issues, whatever that, you know, these people were talking about as their examples. They don't want to put that public, right? You don't have to post your child's face all over Facebook if you don't want to. You don't have to talk about every argument you and your husband have. But we teach you to talk about your experience of the world in a way that relates to other people, okay? So if you're like, that makes me feel kind of uncomfortable, we're private people, he would not like that, whatever, don't let that stop you. Like, that is not why they have success. That's something they posted about that connected to their tribe, but that is not like the thing that got them success. This whole training, all encompassing, teaching you how to get your story and your true experiences out to your people, is what's getting them success. I can't even remember who it was. One of you girls said, you know, people try to, maybe it was before when we were chatting before we went live, but they're like, you know, my downline is trying to copy my authenticity, you know, like my little quirks, my mistakes, my things that I think are a downfall, because they think that's what's getting her success. In reality, they just need to be themselves and we'll get the success. And that's what this training teaches you.
That's the same reason why, and I don't know if any of you chime in, any of the coaches on right now chime in, but that's the same reason why scripts are such BS. They're such BS. And I don't know if you guys have ever said, well, no, you need to send this script because it works and blah, blah, blah. You know what? And I don't understand the psychology. I don't understand everything about how we think as human beings. But I do know that people can tell if you're being real or not on the other side, even with a message, even with being real. And, you know, like, Tony, why do people connect with you so much? Why are you so good at developing relationships? What do you do that people absolutely resonate with?
I'm myself. I share the good, the bad, the ugly. I just share my life. I'm real. I am I don't try to be somebody else. I don't try to wear a bunch of makeup and have clothes on. I'm always in my pajamas. My hair is always a mess. That's
always have a
just
baby
who
on.
I am. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Camilla's actually physically attached to her. But this is actually the best her daughter's been. Normally for Tony, it's like, football team going on in the background. But that's real life. Tony's got 4 kids, man. And that's great. But one thing you're going to find about Tony, and you guys are coming in, you're going to learn a lot from Tony. But one thing you're going to find about her is she's very, very humble. And I was hoping she was going to say this, but she's fantastic about people realizing that she truly does care about them. And she goes above and beyond. She's not sending a bunch of BS scripts. Hey, whatever, what are you up to? Blah, blah, blah. Are you into health and fitness? And if you guys get them, you know how disgusting they are. Tony takes the time to get to know. Tony knows, what this mom's been up to, what her kids' names are, who they are. Tony's going to crush the UK. Watch her. But she's going to teach you everything she's doing so you can do it too. Because she knows there's a gazillion people in the UK ready to join that are going to get their lives changed. If you guys are in this to change lives and make a positive impact in the world, you will do very, very well with this. So, and Tony, I want to say that right now, like, you are an amazing person. You lead by example. And I am so grateful that you help so much in Social Team Builder. So thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, I want to chime in on an issue I'm seeing some people having. I'm seeing some people say, after I enroll, they're wondering like when they get their enrollment information in an email. It should be immediately, you guys, but again, the server is like very overwhelmed. So it might like be in a few minutes. It might be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. But you don't have to wait for that email with your stuff in it if you're registering right then. So you are going to enroll.
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to enroll, you're going to pay, and then it says, please wait while we're redirecting you, and then you actually can register, okay? So don't leave before you register, because paying doesn't get you into the modules. I mean, it does, and we'll fix that for anybody who that's happened to, but just wait like 10 seconds, and it will redirect you so you can actually register, and boom, you'll be in the modules. And I don't think we mentioned this, Jesse, but modules 1 and 2 are already preloaded in there. Not that many people stay up late, but we always have a few people that pull an all-nighter and watch some modules after listening to this because they're so hyped up, and I love when people do that. But so if you're still waiting, why are you waiting still? It's all up to you if you want to make this work or not. Clearly, you've watched an almost 2-hour webinar. You want this to be the thing that helps you run the business that you signed up for. Right? You don't want to be struggling. You don't want to be sending hey girls. You want this to be the thing that helps you. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee. There's if you get in before midnight tonight and you literally do everything he says, which you're planning on doing anyways, and you don't see any results, 200% money-back guarantee, right, Jesse? Like, you're here because you want this to work. You know, if you sign up, you're going to do the steps that he says. What is stopping you? Okay, so if you're still on here and you're ready to go, hop off. We're just talking about why some people are still on here right now. So if you're waiting around, go enroll. The training is there waiting for you. Just make sure you stick around so it redirects you and gets you registered. Okay?
I'm going to do this. There's 9 minutes left. I'm going to throw this out there. I'm going to sweeten the pot for everyone who's ambitious enough to sign up right now within 9 minutes. I'm going to do this, and I hope you'll join me on this, and maybe somebody here on this call will join us as well. I'm going to pick one random person, and I'll probably pick them later this week or whatever, or tomorrow, or maybe, I don't know. But I'm going to pick one person within the next, who signs up within the next 9 minutes, or who has signed up from the point we showed it to 9 minutes from now. And we will go through and we'll do a personal private call with you. Private coaching. Private, like me, that. Stephanie, maybe Tony, maybe Chrissy will join, maybe Ashley, I don't know. But we'll go through and we'll look at your page. And then we'll also go through and help you find your voice on your page. We'll do it privately for anyone. And that's within the next 8 minutes and 2 seconds. So I'm sorry you can't see my screen. I don't have control over that aspect of it. But I will offer that extension for that. So not only will we pull together, pick a bunch of pages to critique, because we go through a lot of pages. And we look at a lot of things, but we will pick one person and we'll do a private critique. Steph,
one thing that people are waiting on is the download. You guys, if you are enrolling, you will get access to the
you don't need to worry about it. Trust me.
Okay,
you will get that plus a gazillion things.
Yeah, and if you are still on the fence, please tell me why you're on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a lot of more.
I would like to know if you're watching right now, if you're one of the 500 people still on and you haven't signed up, why not? Let me know why not. I am curious why not. Because,
and while you're commenting, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, but pick 2 people. I don't care. They don't have to have signed up. Whatever. There's no obligations here. Just pick 2 people, they will, if they happen to have signed up, we'll figure out something. But they're gonna get $500 each.
Okay. Yeah, I was just writing down names that I saw scrolling around, and so there's a Fran Webb, FRANWEBB. You won $500 for being here tonight. And then Jessica McKinley, McKinley. You ladies are the ones that we chose tonight.
So just message the page, message Social Team Builder.
Message Social Team Builder, and I'll announce it in the event too and tag you just so it's clear. But if you're still on, because then maybe they jumped off.
Okay,
But I will tag them in here. If you guys know them, let them know that they won $500 because they're getting it. But yeah, let me see. I'm just seeing congrats. I'm seeing pick me. I'm not seeing, I mean, granted, there's a lot of comments coming in still. Everybody's super excited. Okay. I don't have the money right now is the reason I haven't signed up. Valid. I'm not here to tell you that you have money that you don't have, but there's always money to be found for something that you want. And there is that PayPal, the PayPal credit that literally gives you 6 months to pay them back. And if this doesn't work for you, you get your money back in 60 days. So you still have, what is that, like 4 months to use the money that you got in your refund to pay back PayPal if you want to. Like he's done everything he can to make this as risk-free as possible for you guys and as life-changing as possible for you guys. I will tell you that the refund rate is very low because once people get in, they know this is it. This is what's going to change their life. And like Tony said, it's not just their business, it's their whole mindset in the world.
Look at the reviews. Go look at the reviews on Social Team Builder. What do we have? Like 184 people, 5 stars. I mean,
unsolicited, they just go.
People. I mean, these are crazy reviews. Chrissy, I want you to quickly talk. Chrissy is still on. Chrissy is such a good person. Chrissy, you do like really long videos in there, but you talk about so much inside of Social Team Builder. But you talk about it in a way that you're just like, you're so passionate. And I, like I said, I see you post all over the place in your groups in STB and all that stuff. What is it that's truly created this passion? Is it just being you? Is it that you can share and be yourself?
I totally think that that's what it is, because when I first started my like page, oh my gosh, I think like when I first started working the business, I started my like page, and when I started the training, I had 1,000 page likes, and most of them were just friends, like mostly just my warm market, maybe some people I'd connected with on Instagram, but I never really shared a lot. I did the whole picture, sweaty selfies all the time, just stuff that wasn't really inspiring or motivating or was really me. And when I got through module 2, that's when it just really hit home with me that, you know what, this is my platform to speak about me, to share about my journey, to share my struggles, to share my successes. And, I'm fortunate enough that my husband doesn't really care what I post about. But I mean, we've been married for 20 years, so he pretty much knows that I'm going to say whatever I want to say anyways. But that's just the freedom that I have with it. And you don't have to, as I am. But I think just going through this training, it just really opened my mind and opened my heart up really to where I just felt the urge that I had to share, because my mission is to show women that they have the power to be more than just a mom and a wife. And that's my mission. And I'm very passionate about that. And I talk about that on my page a lot. So, and I think just this training just really made me find what I wanted to be in regards to a coach. I didn't want to just be this person who sold people workouts and ran these groups. I want to be somebody that has an impact on somebody's life. That's this training helped me get to that point. So,
and I love that you said that, Because if you don't truly care about other people, you'll never succeed in any business. If you don't truly want to help others, and I hope that we really embrace that in Social Team Builder and people see that it is about caring about other people. It is about wanting to make a difference and change lives. Because when you do change lives, you will have more business than you know what to do with. You will have more people to talk to and more opportunity than you even understand and can fathom. I'm willing to bet Ashley did not think she was going to be where she's at right now last year. Right? I mean, Ashley, when you're with the people on here right now, there's 1 minute and 53 seconds left for them to get this opportunity to work with me, maybe even do a call with you with me. You had no idea, right?
No, I still am in shock. And even my husband today, he was like, I just can't believe you're number 12. Yeah, so we're just in shock.
But what I want people to understand here is that I think for a lot of people, they think that becoming, extremely successful in the network or working your way up to the top, it was just all easy and natural and you just started doing this and everything came easy for you. You applied a system and you just consistently worked, right? For the people coming in, I want you to understand it takes work, but you need to apply what you're learning, right?
Absolutely.
Action is huge.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you guys to understand that this takes work. You need to apply what you are learning. And here's what I'm going to do. Because what is it right now? 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to end this webinar here in like 3 minutes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this offer until as far as we'll look at your page. We'll potentially, because there's a lot of people that have signed up. Right, Steph? We have a lot of people in right now.
Yes, a lot. And again, if you guys are having issues getting to the page or if you're having issues with the redirect, just email socialteambuilder@gmail.com and I promise we'll get you sorted out.
Nobody's going to be left behind. No one will be left behind. Guaranteed. So here's what we're going to do. I'll extend it another hour to midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time. So we will pick a bunch of pages to critique. And then what we'll also do is we'll still pick that one person. And then here's the other thing. I'm going to do this so you guys understand. You can see at the top of the page with socialteambuilder.com/special. This offer is open until, what is it, Friday, Steph?
Friday at midnight. And then you're not opening it again until this year, right?
Yeah, till next year. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, next year, probably in the late spring, early summer. So not for a while, but you guys will be locked in. Lifetime membership. We're going to go through a bunch of stuff. We're going to have all these people on. We'll probably be on early hangouts with us, learning, implementing, all that stuff. So unless there's any other questions specifically that we want to go over, I'm excited. You guys just be patient. I'm going to go live in the group tomorrow, introduce everything, kind of walk you through what's going on and how we go through the training. Have some patience, but just realize if you take action and go through this, and don't try to blast through the training, please. Don't try to blast through it, especially Module 2. It's going to take some time to help you go from sweaty selfie coach kissing Shakeology bottles to sharing your story. None of this happened overnight for any of these girls. Anyone can do this, or men. Any men can do this too. We have tons of male success stories as well. Anything else, Steph, as we close out?
For the people who are still on the fence or they want to wait and ask whoever for permission tomorrow or move money around or whatever it is, the storytelling template is available for you at the bottom of that web link to enroll. It's at the bottom. It says free download. That's where it's at. But again, if you plan on enrolling and joining us, which hopefully you see the value in this, you guys, success is all about your mindset. If you think you can do it, you can. If you think you can't do it, then you're right. And I know that's such a cliche, but I bet you every single person that was on here tonight, every single person in Social Team Builder, when they joined, didn't know if they could do this or not. And it's so laid out. We answer every question in the group. It's lifetime membership. He has all those guarantees. We make it as foolproof as possible because we care that you guys succeed. We love this kind of industry. We love the people that go out there and share their lives to help other people. And that's exactly what you guys do. So we want to do everything we can do to get you success. But for the people asking, if you want that download tonight and don't want to wait till you're in the group, or just want it for some reason, it's at the bottom of that socialteambuilder.com/special. Go all the way to the bottom past all the amazing testimonials that you're going to see, and see a free download. And it's right there.
Check it out, you guys. I don't know what else we can do to make it as easy and as effortless as possible for you to take your business to the next level. But I'm looking forward to working with so many people. If you did buy and you're not in yet, just be patient. I promise you, you will get in. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for everyone who's been on tonight. We had a really great crew. This was so much fun. I love doing these things. They only happen like 3 times a year. So we are super grateful, and I'll see you guys in the group.